Hey all, early morning, Monday morning, so that must mean I'm hitting the gym and gonna get back on the treadmill again. Everything seems to be treadmill at the moment, but probably just gonna do about 4 or 5 miles this morning, and then hopefully at lunchtime I'm gonna do some cycling in a spin class, which I'll try to get a little bit of coverage on. Absolutely amazing spin instructor here at work, so the world's most encouraging and inspiring PTI for us in the army, just about. So yeah, I suppose last week a little bit caught because doing a lot of rugby, and again I'm coaching tonight, so I might try to get a bit of that, show you what we do there. But I suppose the overriding thing for me is still a little bit disappointed with my running times. And I'm equating a lot of that to probably carrying a little bit too much weight at the moment. I'm at 94 kilos, and I'd like to be at around about 89 by the time the marathon comes around. But I'd also like to kind of shift that weight by Christmas if I can. We'll see how that goes. I've always had a thing about my weight. When I was playing rugby, sort of, normally before my injury, I was up and over between 100 and 105 kilos, which I was really comfortable with. I've lost a lot of weight across here, and gained a little bit too much weight across my waist now. So we'll see if we can do that. So all starts now. All starts with getting on that cross trainer and getting the heart rate up. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, Archie, good work. Keep pushing. Next change to climbing. All the way, guys.
Hey, it's Wednesday morning. It's quite early, and you can see that I'm in my green kit. This morning I'm going to go and do a military test, so it's called the Role Fitness Test, and I'm only going to do half of it because I'm not meant to be doing this test, but a few of my rugby girls are doing it this morning, and it's quite a big deal because they're all in training and they need to pass this test so that they can leave training. And for some of them, the technicians, they'll also be linked to their first promotion, so they're all a little bit worried about it. It's nothing that hopefully a trained soldier like myself should be worried about. So I'm going to do the first bit, which is sort of the marching element, and so the first bit is 4 kilometers with 30 kilos, and that's squatted, and then there's a best effort 2 kilometers with 20 kilos. So it's quite heavy. I think the fact it's called a role fitness test is quite ironic because we're electrical mechanical engineers, and so a lot of our time is spent in workshops. The only time I've carried weight like that on operations in a role was when I was in Northern Ireland in the early 90s. So it's been a long time for me, but it's just a standard that we have to meet, and it's a standard that's relatively comfortable to meet if you keep yourself fit. I'm lucky I've got long legs, which makes it easier to tap, which is what we call marching, so it shouldn't be a problem, although I'm a bit achy this morning, so I won't use that as an excuse. So we'll see how we get going. I'll take a couple of pictures of it. So this is me and the lovely Mrs. W, and we're off to Windsor Castle tonight to the Royal Reception to see the Duchess of Edinburgh, who is the Remy's Corps Colonel-in-Chief. So we're picking up the Francos in a second, and I'll video them. Hopefully they'll be out when they get there. And the good news is we're going to interview the Francos in the back of the car and find out what their best marathon tips are, because all 4 of us have run London Marathon. So we'll see if we can get some photos for it. I'm not sure. It's like the second big thing someone like that me and Emma have done, because we were lucky. We went to the Royal Boxing Wimbledon, which I'll put a picture up by there, I think, in a second, in 2013, which was pretty amazing. So we're pretty excited for this. So we'll go get the Francos. Here he comes. Look how dapper he is. Mrs. F's all glammed up, ready to go to the castle. So there's us on the way. So time for an interview. Andy and Nikki. Andy ran London Marathon in 2007. and Nikki ran the virtual in 2019 and ran it physical in 2020. Go on then, Andy, you start off. You did it 21, yeah. Virtual in 20.
Yeah.
Actual in 21.
Yeah.
So go on then, Andy, you give us what your 3 top tips from when you ran were.
From when I ran?
Yeah.
Okay, I think the first one to do with training would be just don't push yourself. When you feel that you're not quite right, stop and go again.
Come on, mate, it's okay.
Okay, so that's the first one. I think training, and then as part of that, I only went to about 18 miles. I think I ran most, but I did hit a wall, especially as you know, because you've ran it before. I think up around the Isle of Dogs was really quiet. Certainly the year I did it, so it was really hard to keep motivated until you hit the embankment again. So that's the first one. Second one, nutrition.
No, that was your second one.
No, this is still the first one.
Oh, okay.
Second one, nutrition.
Yeah.
Eat well before. Probably a pint the night before might help. It's proven. Yeah, and then keep nutrition up, because otherwise you'll end up like ET when you finish.
There's a story behind that, so we'll come to that one in a minute.
And then the third one would be my third point would probably be, don't pretend that you're going to work the marathon before you run it. It's not really my one.
Okay, so I'll explain this at some stage. Okay, go on then, Nick. What are your 3 top tips?
Do it with your best mate.
Yeah. I'd say, I don't know, don't worry if you don't stick to your plan. I had a whole spreadsheet with a plan, and early on, if I didn't meet those milestones or didn't do those miles or on that particular day, I really beat myself up about it, and actually it didn't matter. Life happens. If you only get 1 run in a week rather than the 3 that you planned, it doesn't matter. It's all still miles in the legs. Even if you just walk rather than run, again, it's just all miles in the legs. Second one, I say, with food, just know your body, know what you need. Get your breakfast right. Mine was crumpets. Not too much food, because I prefer to run on an empty stomach, but obviously that doesn't work in a marathon. But just test what works, especially when it comes to gels and stuff like that, and all those supplements that you can do. Some will not agree with your body, so don't change anything on race day when it comes to nutrition. Do what you've practiced. And I think my third tip is just on the day, just enjoy it. If it doesn't go to plan, or you're not running at the pace that you thought, or something happens, the crowd will get you through. So just enjoy it. The atmosphere is incredible. So don't miss it. Don't sort of look down. Take it all in and just really enjoy it, because it's such an incredible day.
Keep on running.
Morning. Hope you enjoyed the little Windsor interlude. It was good fun, brilliant night, great company, loved it. Andy did a couple of things in his interview I thought I'd just talk about quickly. Is the ET phone home. There's a really embarrassing video of me at the finishing line of my last marathon, which I was in a complete state. I'll share that with you. It's quite embarrassing. And then the bit about working it as well. So Andy and I used to work the marathon, put up the advertising hoardings for a few years, which was great fun. I'll show you some pictures of that too. Saturday morning, Parkrun Sandwich. Better get on with it.
Where do you come from? Oh wow,
Thanks, Marshall. quite a good little park run there. I'm happy with it. Quick turnaround. I got to get on the train for 11 and it's 5 to 10. But not too far. Off to watch Bath again play today. So another day out with my mates. It's a tough life, isn't it? But that's what week 4 done. Getting there. Christmas soon. Marathon soon. See you all later.